Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm Dr. Pat. I'm joined here by Robert Schoenfeld, and we are talking about the art of powerful love. So for those of you out there, if you want to find Robert, what's the best way for people to find out more about your art?
The artwork can be seen on my website, and that website is schoenfeldart.com, and I have a full selection of my new paintings on it.
Awesome. Um, so thank you for the meditation. That was beautiful, beautiful. Um, this segment we're talking about how do we bring the art of powerful love into everyday life? And I know you've got some things to talk about. How we show up, what we can do, how we can be in this life. What is it that you've learned along the way in creating this to help people infuse their lives with the art of powerful love every day?
Beautiful, Dr. Pat. Again, it starts, and let me just back up. Dr. Pat, everybody that's listening here, I know is very advanced and has done a lot of homework. They've really worked on themselves. But we're going through a very special time right now. And this eclipse we just had yesterday, I think, is part of that transition. And
Mhm.
also we have a new moon now. And whenever there's a new moon, there's always opportunity to growth. Every day the moon gets larger, and there's a strength and a power we can work with here. But my whole concept here is how do we create happiness, love, and joy in our own selves? And by doing that, glowing this love and this joy and radiating it out to the world. So the whole concept here is by doing that, what if we could have more health, more happiness, more love, have better relationships just by only turning that switch on in ourselves? A very cute story of using this wisdom, this creativity, this power of love and gratitude was the story of Thomas Edison. I don't know if you saw this video that went through, but it showed Thomas Edison at a very young age. And Thomas Edison was the greatest inventor of our time in the last century. He invented the light bulb, the photograph, the movie pictures, and thousands of other inventions. Just a brilliant, brilliant man. At a very young age, he came home with a note from his teacher, and the teacher said, "Let only your mother read this note." So he handed it to his mom, and she read the note. And so he goes, "Mom, what did the note say?" And the note says, "Your son is a genius. We do not have the ability to teach your son anymore. Please teach, at this school, please teach your son yourself." And so she did until she passed away. And he went on to, like I said, to be one of the greatest scientists and inventors of all time. Many years later, in his old age, he went through her old things and he came across that paper. And
Oh,
50 years later, he opened it up, and you know what it said? It says, "Your son is mentally deficient. He cannot come back to this school anymore. We do not have the resources or the ability to help him. Teach him yourself." It changed the whole world by
yeah,
her using her love, her wisdom, her creativity, and then taking action. And Dr. Pat, taking action is so important.
yeah.
The first thing, of course, is to have the wisdom, to have the love, to have the gratitude, and then go out and share with the world. So my whole message to everybody here, fill your own cup up first, just like we talk on the airlines where put your own oxygen mask on first and then go out and help everyone. So if we can find ways, techniques, and like I mentioned, many of these techniques are in my book, to fill yourself with this love, this joy, this compassion, this wisdom, and then go and just shine it. What if, Dr. Pat, just by you walking down the street or sitting on a bench, heal the world? That's what we're after here. That's the goal.
Well, part of this is, and you can go back thousands and thousands and thousands of years. I don't care how far back you go. Talk about, multiple philosophies around the world of spirituality, and what you'll find across the board is that they all say you must do something. You must be out in the world, and there is sort of this idea that here we are, we put one foot in front of the other. And faith by itself or trust by itself doesn't necessarily get the laundry done. And some days you have to do the laundry, Robert, right?
Exactly. Wash those dishes. Exactly. Yeah. And it's not, and once again, what I was talking about earlier, we're in human bodies, and human bodies have pleasure and pain and stress, and sometimes we're successful, sometimes we're not. That's all part of the process.
Mm-hmm.
But what if we could enjoy all sides of it? You
Mm-hmm.
know, being stuck in traffic. What if, we're all stressed, we're late for an appointment. What if we could turn that around
Yeah.
and, find a message, find a way, maybe your next mission is to find a way to resolve the traffic jams in downtown Seattle.
Right, 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 right. I mean, because a lot of this too is, and I got this feedback from, many of our listeners about the eclipse. And there was a point in time yesterday, and I don't have any scientific evidence about this, but was a point in time in the afternoon, at least the afternoon on the Pacific time, which is later in the day on the East Coast. But there was this point in time where stories of people feeling overwhelmed emotionally. And, we're hearing story after story where, for no reason, say, they're being brought to this full expression, almost tears of gratitude, really an interesting phenomenon, interesting feeling. And sometimes we are really being asked to just be with that, not to be of it, not to be um, doing something other than just be with it. Love is kind of like that, isn't it?
It really, really is. Sometimes we're always out there seeking love. What if we could just be love?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we're always out there seeking happiness. What if we could just be happiness?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sometimes we're seeking forgiveness. What if we could just be forgiveness? You're right, Dr. Pat, just being. But let me take another point with that, which you were just talking about the eclipse. I think what people were in is the wow factor.
Yeah.
When you stop and look at life and how much of a miracle life is, it's a wow, and that brings happiness and love. When you just look at the miracle this life is, and this beautiful planet is, that alone can bring you love. But you have to pause, you have to meditate, you have to reflect, and journaling is one wonderful way to do that. So what I recommend to everybody: spend 5 minutes in the morning when you first wake up in love, whether it's cuddling yourself, cuddling your partner, being in gratitude. The second 5 minutes of your day, journaling. What are you grateful for? What do you want to accomplish this day? And what can you do to bring more love into yourself, into your own life, and into other people's lives? And then go out and make it happen. Wouldn't that be a wonderful way to start the day?
It is a wonderful way. And I think the thing that's so important to remember too is the power of laughter.
Yes.
I mean, sometimes things are just funny. They're really, really just funny. Jessica and I were doing a Facebook Live of the eclipse yesterday, and we were sitting out in the back, and I've got these two plastic flamingos, and somebody texted me and said, "What the heck are the what are those?" In the middle of this beautiful yard and whatever, are those plastic flamingos? And I said, yeah, absolutely are plastic flamingos. And they're like, why? And I said, well, in the world we live in, anytime that I need to smile, I take a look outside and I look at these two plastic flamingos, if you might. We look at them and look at them in fully expression of what they are. They're simply there to help me remember to smile.
Beautiful.
And I think that's part of the important message of love. I want to get back to that famous line: love is never having to say you're sorry. I don't know if anybody ever figured out what that line in that movie really meant, when you think about it, right?
Yeah.
Um, what is the message for us today, Robert? What's the personal message? What is it that we can leave everyone with today?
Beautiful. Beautiful. It's like Einstein said, there's two ways to go through life: feeling that the universe is friendly or the universe is not friendly. It's a choice. Love is a choice. The universe is friendly. And all we have to do is focus on that. Create that happiness in your life and then go out and share it. My recommendation to everybody tonight, turn off your TV and go dancing.
Oh, go dancing?
Go dancing.
Okay, so for me, it's like turn off your TV and let's go play some ping pong.
That's it.
That would be a happy moment
I love it.
for all of us out here. Robert, again, how can they get a copy of your book, For the Love of Joy? Tell folks how they can do that. Also, what's the best way to get in contact with you as part of your The Art of Powerful Living coaching program?
Exactly. So Amazon.com, best place to find the book. And my email, it's very easy. It's robert@robertmaxschoenfeld.com.
Well, I want to thank all of you out there for tuning us in and turning us on. I want to thank Christina for all the images. What a great job. Benny for pushing all the right buttons. And for those of you that want to find out more about us, you can certainly go to the drpatshow.com or you can go to transformationtalkradio.com. And what are we doing next? Are we going to keep that like a little mystery here, Robert?
Let's keep it a mystery, but it'll be very, very joyous, whatever it's going to be.
All right, everybody, and make sure you check it out, theartofpowerfulliving.com. I'm Dr. Pat, Robert Schoenfeld, and we will see you next time.
You've been listening to The Art of Powerful Living Radio with Robert Schoenfeld and Dr. Pat Baccili. Powerful living doesn't stop here. Join the billions of people around the world in a global moment of joy. Visit globalmomentofjoy.com and discover love, beauty, joy, and happiness because Robert knows you deserve it. And be sure to tune in once a month with Robert Schoenfeld and Dr. Pat Baccili for The Art of Powerful Living Radio.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.